Okay, so this would be the attitude position, and here we have the Eight of Cups. So it looks like you've definitely walked away from a situation. You've abandoned a situation, you've walked away. You're going in quest of something much better. We could say something more spiritual, something that has higher meaning, whatever it may be. A lot of times this is the spiritual quest card where you just desire and seek to have more than what you've had. And you're ready to go see, is the grass greener on the other side, So there's a tendency to walk away from a situation. So some of you could walk away from a situation. And to clarify, there's the Lover's card. So some of you could be walking away from a relationship. Maybe you seek another relationship that has more importance, one that has more of a spiritual value to it. Yeah. Or maybe some of you are just ready to walk away from a relationship because you need a break and you want to enjoy some, free time, some single time, some me time, And that's okay too. And for those of you that are not in a relationship, this could be about a friendship. This could be about a business partnership. Anytime we see the Lover's card, automatically think of a marriage or a romantic relationship, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a friendship, it can be a purely platonic relationship with someone else. So clearly you've decided to walk away from someone. It could be a marriage, could be a romantic relationship, could be a friendship, could be a business partnership. It would be someone that you had a bond with. Someone that you felt very close to, that you had a very special connection with. And maybe you're just ready to go on a spiritual quest. You're ready to have something with more meaning. And this could be more about you than it is about them. And for some of you, maybe this is just someone you needed to walk away from. Maybe it's been a long time coming. That can happen, so. Okay, so this is how other people see you. And here we have the Five of Swords in the reverse position. So with the Five of Swords, this card can indicate sneaky behavior or the desire to start conflict. So, and seeing as how this is the position of how other people see you, then other people's perception would be that you're the one being the troublemaker and that you're the one starting problems. Now, a lot of times with this card, when it pops out, it is indicating gossip. Okay? So, someone may look at you like you're gossiping or like you're spreading gossip. Or you could be the one who's being gossiped about. In this particular position, it can go both ways. And most of the time it's on both parties. There'll be gossip on both ends. But someone will definitely try to play the victim more than the other. So, definitely a possibility. Now, another possibility of this card is it can indicate a legal matter. So, for some of you, you could be dealing with the legal matter, as judgment can indicate a legal matter as well. Yeah, definitely a possibility. So, a lot of times if it's a legal matter, it could be something that's more, like small claims. It's nothing I would consider, outright tragedy type. So, it would be something that would be more like small claims. Sometimes this can indicate that, that you win, but it could be like an empty victory. Sometimes there could be an unethical approach to how you win. And do remember, this is how other people are looking at you. I'm not saying they're correct. So definitely don't think that. I just got to put the different options out there because, every Gemini, sun, moon, and rising sign, you're all different. Everyone's on their own journey, and this is a reading for the masses, so it's not like a personal reading. This is done for the masses, so part of it will resonate, maybe none of it resonates, maybe all of it resonates with you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. That's how I look at it. But again, with the Five of Swords, this is not an easy energy to deal with. And if gossip is an issue, just address it immediately. Set things right. Speak your truth and be done with it. Don't feed it any more attention than what's absolutely necessary. There's plenty of people that are going to gossip. Plenty of haters out there, as I would call them. This can also indicate a difficult situation that could cause emotional problems, or a situation in which, causes you to have emotional problems. So, a little bit of loss can occur under this type of energy, but it's not a huge loss, so don't get too worried on that. But the upside here is there's no deception with this energy. Even though there's a desire to create conflict and gossiping, there isn't any deception. So perhaps maybe you speak up about someone, and maybe you're speaking, the whole truth, but you may be perceived as being a troublemaker and starting problems, but you were just speaking the truth. Now, we clarify, and we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse position. So, automatically, this can definitely be about a relationship. This could be taking place within a relationship. Could be a romantic relationship, could be a platonic relationship. So perhaps you're having problems with someone that you've had a relationship with, or a friendship with, or a business partnership with. Now, with the Ace of Cups in the reverse position, a rushing out of emotions has taken place here, and this can indicate an emotional type of situation, that can cause emotional problems. And with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, our cup is empty, so the emotions are rushing out. So it could be a very emotional situation. And again, this could be a purely platonic type of thing, or it could be romantic, Again, every Gemini, sun, moon, and rising is different. Now, with the Ace of Cups in reverse, a lot of times this can indicate a heart that's not as open to love as it should be. Sometimes that can be out of fear. Sometimes that can be out of mistrustfulness. Perhaps you've been hurt. Perhaps you're scared of being hurt. And so this can cause you to kind of block your heart off a bit. Yeah. But whatever this is, it definitely causes you to have a rushing out of emotion. So the situation will definitely provoke you emotionally. And with it being in the reverse, those emotions may not be the best ones that we want to have displayed, but it is what it is. That's the fabulous thing about free will, is you can change your response. You can change how you respond. Gemini can be impulsive at times. And so with all these situations occurring, it would be good to definitely not be so reactive immediately. Because, the Gemini energy, you guys, think quick, you move quick, you'll make decisions quick. So try to be less reactive and more introspective, especially when it comes to making decisions, or when, if you may be presented with a argument or a battle, so to speak, definitely go within and reflect a little bit before you react. because that could be very helpful for you in the long run. Now, this is the hopes or fears position. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse position. So when she is in the reverse position, you see the aggressiveness more. In the upright position, she's very, very confident. In the reverse position, she is aggressive or bossy, pushy, maybe even a little arrogant. Yeah, so not the best type of energy. Clarifying the devil. So obsessions, fears, addictions, karmic toxic relationships. So yeah, both of these seem like fears to me. Now for the final outcome, we have the Ten of Cups. So I love the Ten of Cups. This is what I refer to as the happily ever after card. It's where we're content. We get what we need to feel content. You know, a lot of times this is about, the happy marriage, the happy home with children, that happily ever after, white picket fence and all that, But not everybody wants that. So overall, this is about us achieving that contentment that we want and that we need. Okay? And it would be emotional contentment. It is clarified by the Queen of Coins in the reverse position. So this could be indicating that some of you could be dealing with someone who might be considered a smother mother potentially. It's always a possibility. But a lot of times especially with this combination here, because when the Queen of Coins is in the upright position, she's about nurturing. She's about helping you to see your own material potential and your own potential to be able to make your own, money and whatnot. And she likes to teach people how to do so and stand behind the scenes and watch others grow. But when she's in the reverse position, she's experienced some hard times in her life. And she's definitely had some hard knocks, especially in the financial realm. Perhaps there's been a financial loss, a material loss, maybe both. Maybe for some of you, you could be experiencing issues with a home. Now, another side of this could be that you may have a fear of failing. Maybe you feel like you won't get your personal contentment, your happiness. Maybe you feel like you're going to fail. Maybe you need a boost of self-confidence, But a lot of times this is indicating that, you really need to recognize and accept your need for a nurturing relationship in your life. So some of you really might want that nurturing relationship. Maybe some of you have it, but things are, a little rocky right now. Maybe some of you don't have it and you're steadily trying to avoid it. But, there is a need to have that stable, nurturing relationship. Perhaps, you may have issues trusting. Maybe you lack motivation. You're just not ready for something like that. Everyone's different, and that's okay. But I believe I started with this. For some of you, this could indicate someone that's a bit of a smother mother. So some of you could be dealing with a woman or, a maternal type of figure in your life that could potentially be a bit smothering right now. Maybe you feel she's being overly critical of you and what you want. Maybe you know what's going to make you content and you know what you want and what you're going after, and maybe you feel like you're being criticized. Yeah. But, this doesn't necessarily have to be this could be a woman or a man. If you receive nurturing from this person, it can be male or female. So whoever you receive your nurturing from, they may be you might be feeling like you're being smothered by them right now. Or some of you could be dealing with someone that is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you could have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your chart as well, in your natal chart. And maybe some of you are conflicted because you want this happy ever after, you want this contentment, but maybe you feel like you're not deserving of it. Maybe you're not able to trust. Maybe you're just making rationalizations. You're not ready for it. But when I say happily ever after and contentment, this doesn't mean you have to jump into a relationship. There are many different things that can make us feel content in our emotional nature. Like achieving a dream that we've had, and it could be a financial dream. But if it's something that you love and you have a lot of passion for, yeah, this would be emotional contentment. So perhaps some of you are criticizing yourself, doing the whole negative self-talk, or some of you could actually be dealing with someone in your life that is like this. Maybe some of you have a roommate that's constantly criticizing you. Or maybe if you have a roommate, you feel like you're constantly having to be the adult and, clean up after everybody and fix every single situation that goes wrong. Okay, so for the bottom of the deck, we had the 8 of Coins. So the 8 of Coins is about having a skill that you're working towards mastering. Practice makes perfect. This skill that you have, you can actually have some recognition, and you can also achieve some financial rewards through this set of skills that you have. So whatever these skills are, definitely continue to work at them, because the more that we continue to do so, practice makes perfect. That's the saying I associate with the 8 of Coins, is practice makes perfect. Just continue working on your craft, your skills, so that you get better. And then you become a real asset to others, to other companies, to other people, because someone's going to need your skills and then they will pay for them. Okay, so to clarify, we have the King of Cups in the reverse position. So with the King of Cups in reverse, this can indicate that, a situation could be taking place on the home front. This could even be on the work front. Okay? This could be at work or at home. And it would be a bit emotionally volatile, okay? Yeah. So it would be a bit of a sticky situation. And with this particular situation, it can make you feel just moody. You may want to detach, withdraw, be left alone. With the King of Cups in the reverse position, there is a need for us to, rise up and face an emotional issue with maturity and with wisdom, but sometimes you just don't want to. You just want to withdraw and be left alone. This king is very emotional, but he's very good at hiding it. And when he's in the reverse position, there is a tendency to really go inward and be very, very hard on yourself. And, you're already dealing with a bit of a situation here. You don't need to be beating yourself down any more than what's necessary. So it's okay to detach and withdraw for a little while. Do some inner reflection, some introspection, rather than just reacting. But yes, something upsetting could occur at work. So try to not react impulsively. Say some things that you may not be able to say back. You want to think things through so that there's no regrets on how you handled the situation. And again, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Do what you feel is right for you and your situation. Okay, so love oracle cards for the singles. First one, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So some of you could be, what's the word I'm looking for? Some of you could be considering getting into a relationship with someone. So some of you could be having heart-to-heart conversations. And then for the second card, we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, so these will be for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs that are married or in a relationship. So the first one is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So some of you could be in a fairly new relationship, and this would be indicating that your feelings are definitely real and you should continue to explore them. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you.